So this week's episode of One Piece was pretty slow. We didn't make too much progress, but we still had epic moments here and there. I still enjoyed the episode overall. So let's get into the review. So we begin this episode of One Piece with a view of the Tontatta Kingdom. The Tontattas are chanting, Usoland! 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 You know, it really annoys me how gullible the Tontattas are and how deceptive and manipulative Usopp is. But when you combine them, it's like, it makes a perfect combination. It really does. Anyway, the Tontattas plan to use a secret underground passage that connects Greenbit to Dressrosa. They plan to use this secret tunnel to connect and meet up with the second group of Tontattas in Dressrosa. I thought that the scene with the Tontatta airport was really cool. I mean, when I first read that in the manga, I was like, I can't wait to see that animated. And it was really cool. You have, well, basically the Tontattas use bugs as airplanes. You had Usopp and Robin riding like these huge foxes. It was a cool scene. I really enjoyed it. So as Usopp and Robin are on their way to Dressrosa, you had this random Tontatta just pop out of Robin's breast, and I'm like, was he there the whole time? How did she not feel that thing get in her breast? I was like, what? So that random Tontatta that popped out of Robin's breast, he revealed a little bit of information about the history between Doflamingo and the Tontattas. Well, first of all, we learned that his name is Gancho, and we learned that he is the Tontatta chief. He revealed that Doflamingo and the Tontattas have had an ongoing conflict or issue for about 900 years. In the next scene, we go to Frankie and the toy soldier. They're walking down this spiral staircase. It's like a secret location somewhere around the flower field, but this secret location leads to an underground passage that connects Greenbit to Dressrosa. They meet up with the second group of Tontattas that Usopp and Robin are trying to meet, the Anti-Doflamingo Coalition. Sounds dramatic, doesn't it? We learned that the toy soldier is a commander in the Tontatta army. I was surprised to see that Zoro actually made it there. We all know that he has no sense of direction whatsoever. So Zoro's down there watching the fight between Don Chinjao and Luffy. He's like, I wish I could have been there. I wish I could have fought that bastard. I wish he would have let me know because I wanted to fight in the tournament. I could have used my sword. I would have loved to see Zoro in that tournament. In my opinion, Zoro doesn't get enough screen time. The Tontattas receive info from a scouting unit about what Sugar and some of their other enemies are doing. Word comes down that some legendary heroes have appeared. Usoland, Robinland, Franland, you know, all this crap that Usopp made up. Frankie and Zoro instantly figure out that that's one of Usopp's lies, but they just like, screw it, and let's just go with it. So we go back to the fight between Don Chinjao and Luffy. Honestly, I'm tired of this fight. I'll be glad when it's over. I really want to see Luffy fight Burgess, honestly. So we go back over to Greenbit. The fight between Law and Doflamingo. Law's getting his ass kicked all over the place. I mean, he really doesn't stand a chance. But one thing I don't understand is this. When Caesar ran up to Doflamingo about getting his heart back, Law did his room shambles technique. Why didn't he just cut off Doflamingo's head? I mean, Doflamingo had his back turned to him. It seemed like the perfect opportunity. He could have just cut his head off or cut him in half or cut half of his body apart and attached it to a tree or something. I mean, anything. But he just used it to escape. Why didn't he just, you know, cut his head off, attach his body to a tree, and then run off and then make the phone call? I mean, to me that would have made more sense, but maybe I'm thinking too much. Making our way over to the scene on the Thousand Sunny, Nami, Chopper, Brook have turned into art. All their weapons have been turned into art. The whole entire ship has been turned into art. And I just have to say that this is one of the most annoying devil fruit abilities thus far. So Law was finally able to get in contact with Nami and the rest of the crew. He wants them to bring the ship back over to Greenbit so he can put Caesar on board. But the crew doesn't realize that Caesar, the plan to exchange Caesar, just all of that just went downhill. So they're like, what happened? Weren't you supposed to exchange him? And on top of that, Law doesn't realize that they have to beat Jorah, I think that's her name, the art devil fruit user. They have to beat Jorah to even get there. So all of them are just in a bind right now. Switching back over to Law and Doflamingo. Doflamingo has Law in the corner. He's explaining to Law that everything's falling apart. Your plans are falling apart. I have Luffy in the Coliseum fighting, but all of that's a trap. I have you in the corner. I'm about to slice you up. I got my people over on the ship taking care of Nami and the rest of them. Your plans are falling apart. This was a pretty good episode. We made a little progress. I kind of wanted the fight between Don Chinjao and Luffy to be over. It was an okay episode. I give it 3.5 stars out of 5. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Subscribe to my channel.